If you're a business owner or even a manager in the business world, you may be wondering what impact AI will have on the work that you do. Well, today we're going to discuss how AI will change the future of business. Believe it or not, the AI revolution echoes earlier shifts in technology. We're going to take a look at that. Do you want to know how you're going to have to shift your goals and marketing to customers in the future due to AI? Stay tuned. And lastly, if you want to know if your business can even compete with AI, we're going to touch on that as well. So let's get going. Let's think back to the 1800s when electricity was first piped into American homes. It completely changed the game. Similarly, in the 1990s, the World Wide Web became available for the general public. Now, it doesn't mean that everyone had access or the finances to get it, but it was publicly available. That moment in time shifted everything. Even though electricity existed before it was available in the home, and the World Wide Web existed before it was publicly available. In the same way that those two moments in time shifted everything, the AI revolution is shifting everything right now. If you want to do something fun as a little side piece of homework, do a little research into the general sentiment around electricity into the 1800s. What you're going to find is there were many people who were excited about it, but equally as many who thought that it was spelling doom for Earth and how it would change everything. The same thing is true of the World Wide Web. So here we are with this AI revolution, with this technology that has the ability to make our lives better and to make us more efficient, effective, and connected. At the same time, there's definitely drawbacks and dangers as well. We want to be aware of them while embracing the possibilities. Have you noticed that when you're online or driving down the street, most businesses are competing for your attention? Marketing of today, right now, and in the past few decades has been all about getting our attention. We get on social networks and they try to capture our attention, so we'll keep looking at ads. It's all about attention. However, you're going to find that AI is going to shift this. Because with AI, especially generative AI, we're going to reach a point, and we're already on our way there, where as humans, we can't trust what we see or what we hear, because what we see and hear may in fact not be true. It may be AI generated. And so in the AI revolution, one of the things that's going to shift in marketing is that marketers are going to care less about capturing eyeballs and more about capturing trust. So it'll be a trust-first selling method, something that we saw in the 1960s, 50s, and 40s, but that made a shift in later times. We're not done yet, so don't go anywhere, but just be aware, we still have more juicy information to go. However, if you want to see 3 ways that AI is already shifting business, make sure to check out my video, How AI Will Affect Business in the Future. One of the unintended consequences of AI, specifically generative AI or any type of AI technology that we can use to find information, is going to completely change the way customers search for businesses. Currently, businesses are worried about SEO. They want to ensure that they're able to be found easily when a client or a customer types in a term that means that they're ready to buy from them. A great deal of time has been spent in optimizing websites, social media profiles, and all kinds of marketing materials to be found online. I don't know if you remember, but at the beginning of Amazon Alexa, people were even trying to optimize their websites for Alexa the way someone might ask for a question. It was helpful, but it never really caught on to the same degree as standard SEO. But ask yourself this. If you can now ask ChatGPT to recommend the top 4 restaurants in your city, or if you can now ask Bard to create an itinerary for you on the spot for a trip that's coming up next week to a new city, what's the point of you going to Google and typing in a search for something? Now you have these AI assistants that are much smarter than Siri or Hey Google or Cortana. They can actually customize content for you. As a business, how do you optimize your marketing to take advantage of that? We haven't figured that out yet. We're still playing the game as the rules are being written. If you're trying to figure out how can your business compete against AI, I have one very simple concept for you. It's called effort heuristic. What effort heuristic is how much energy went into producing a thing. So for instance, imagine that you want to get a beautiful bowl from Target. You might go to Target, you get this gorgeous decorative bowl, and it might cost you $20, $30. At the same time, you can buy a bowl that's much less attractive, but that's handmade that might cost $300. Why does it cost more? It costs more because it's handmade. Humans naturally have an affinity for things that are rare or that take longer to produce. And so when it comes to AI, AI is mass production. It's getting things done faster. It goes in line with automation. Think about buying furniture from an IKEA versus having an Amish builder create a shelving system for you. They both have their place, they're both respectable, but you're going to pay considerably more, possibly even 50 times more for that Amish shelf than you would pay for that IKEA shelf. When it comes to your business, think about ways that you can interweave effort heuristic into your business so that people see the value that you offer that AI cannot. Now, I talked about how the rules are being written as we're playing the game. That's because AI is still at its infancy. Now, it's not as new as most people think. It's been around for a while. Generative AI, the rise of generative AI like ChatGPT, is really what brought it in the public field of consciousness. But it's not enough to just know that this thing exists and we're trying to figure out how to use it. We can influence the future of it. Part of it is setting standards within our own organization. Do we inform customers when AI is used to generate information or to generate reports? Do we want to make sure that our government officials are informed on how these things work so that they could actually put bumpers in place so that companies won't abuse it? Depending on where we are in business, we might even want to do that with our competitors. When we think about influencing the future, especially the rules around AI, we don't have to start from scratch. We can kind of take a peek at some of those sci-fi films that we used to watch. Now, I want to be careful. We don't want to be histrionic just because animal cloning resulted in dinosaurs tearing up sections of the world in Jurassic Park doesn't mean that when we see cloning now, we automatically think, oh no, dinosaurs are going on the loose. However, it does help us be a little bit more mindful of the possible dangers so that, again, we can encourage our officials, as well as those in our workplaces and leaders of our industry to start thinking about best practices that we can put in place that will protect us, our team members, as well as the general public and our customers. As you're busy influencing the future, I want to give you one more tool that's going to make it easier for you, and that's the Future Ready Playbook, a playbook that's full of activities as well as worksheets that'll have you thinking critically about the future of your business, your career, or even your own personal life. We don't want to approach the future in a way where it just lands on us. We want to make sure that we're already putting together solutions and possibilities so that when the need arises, we already have a plan. To get your copy right now, go under the description of this video and click on the link to download.